Testing 1 2 check check.
There it is.
That's not very loud though. Check check check.
Yeah, our voice carries pretty strong.
Did they hit a double? Or do they have 2 doubles or 1?
Testing 1 2 check 1 2 check check. You probably got to keep it kind of close to your mouth. Check 1
Yeah,
2
they have
test
1.
test test. Testing 1 2 check check check.
You still got
He's
all
used to having something like that in his mouth.
You still got all the camera though.
Ryan, you ain't paying any attention, are you?
You got all the camera. You're not in it at all.
That's okay.
Check.
That's all right. I'll lean in.
That
I'll lean
thing's
in.
up in the yellow, baby, when I'm on there, Keith.
Should we move that closer or something?
No,
We're good.
he'll adjust everything.
So it's not happening for a little bit.
Well, I mean, we're getting ready to, but he'll move the camera. We don't have to move. He can move that camera.
That's what yeah.
Yeah, that was a drop foul ball.
Yeah, the kid who hit the single in the second single of that inning was a drop foul ball. And then Harold tried to say that the other one was because of a pass ball, not a wild pitch.
Would you speakers, speaker stands, speaker wires? We're gonna run a interview here. Just a second. Stay kind of this side. Put everything speaker stands.
Ryan, you go first, okay? And then I'll do the second question, okay?
What's the questions?
They can be. Yeah, I know, but you go first. You go first. Yeah, we're gonna throw you softballs, man. I promise. Yeah.
Huh?
A lot of it depends on your answers.
Okay. There, now we're all in it. Get that out of the way.
There you go.
Whose is
Yeah,
this?
that's mine. Okay, thanks.
All right, so we got it. All right, so we will go live.
Put that skinny filter on.
And welcome back, everybody. We have Tucker Smith up here in the booth with us. And first of all, our listeners, Tucker, this is a debut for Scott Westbrook and I, where folks can finally put a face with a voice. So there's you are by far the better looking of the three of us up here. But
Nothing
take
good
that
could
one.
come out of this for us, Tucker. I'm telling you, nothing good.
But Tucker, you pitched one heck of a game again, buddy. I mean, you went 9 innings, gave up 1 earned run. Won't you walk us through a little bit of kind of what went on out there, Tucker?
I just had to find my fastball early, and then I was able to show my splitter. They had a lot of lefties in their lineup, and a splitter's my main pitch. I throw to lefties, and then the double plays were definitely big. I mean, it was just all around team thing, especially when I was able to get 5 runs in support and that early in the game, and I just knew I was going to be able to go out there and keep going.
Of course, Tucker, I know that always helps when your team jumps out early in the 3rd inning. We put 5 runs on the board for you. You know, what I'm impressed with you, Tucker, I mean, as Scott and I watched the game, you seem to have ice in your veins. I mean, if something bad happens out there, I know, we noticed, in the 9th inning, Beta made an error, unfortunate error that didn't cost us anything. But I just admire the way you get back on the mound, buddy, and forget that and pick your teammates up. I mean, that's a good trait that you have, and I assume you just take pitch by pitch and don't worry about what's going on behind you to keep giving your teammates chances.
Yeah, there's 27 outs in a game, but you can only get 1 at a time. So, I mean, unless we get those couple double plays. I think we had 2 or 3 at least. Take those.
That's right. Well, hey, and really they played pretty good behind you. I mean, I think we had 3 errors in the game. But the middle infield played good. Double play. I mean, we got a couple of double plays tonight to get us out of some jams.
1 error set up a double play, so it doesn't matter. Next pitch.
That's right.
I think that's really indicative of your character that you in leadership. That whenever there is something goes wrong out there, you just act. I mean, you're no different when they make a great play to where they make an error. You're just like steady as she goes. I hope, and if you listen to tonight's broadcast, we did compare you to Greg Maddox tonight. So I hope we didn't put too much on you. But this is.
I'm saying I don't throw hard.
I think you precision. No.
That's
precision.
the first time I've ever heard anybody complain that being compared to Greg Maddox.
That's right. Yeah, put that. That'll get some hits on YouTube. But I hope I'm not overstepping my bounds. But do you think you have 18 innings in you tomorrow?
I could pitch tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Well, that was my main question. I just want to make sure if we need you that you ready. Okay.
Which
I'm not the one.
There's no doubt in my mind Coach McDonald's not going to probably let you go out there tomorrow. But hey, who knows?
He's back
He's
here
coming up
smiling.
next. We can ask
He's
him
back
here in
here
a little
smiling.
bit. But let me tell you something. You're such a joy to watch. In town when you're on the mound, which I've encouraged a lot of folks to come out here and watch this team play, but especially watch you pitch, Tucker. And I know, you're not a selfish player. This is a team sport. You wouldn't have won the game without those 9 runs on the board.
Yeah,
of
I gave up
course.
2. They're going to have to
That's
find
right.
a way,
You
find a
gotta
way to
do it.
score.
And
Only scored in 4 opportunities today. There's only runs of the game, so.
So I know your mom was here watching. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Well, like I said, you had a pretty good crowd here. Watch you pitch, Tucker. We look forward to watching you pitch next weekend. Where are you? Are you on the road next weekend?
Aiken, yeah.
So you're on the road next weekend. These conference games, you set us up well to win this series here against Flagler, Tucker. You can't win them all if you don't win the first one. So
Got a lot of momentum for tomorrow. Just got to
Absolutely.
come out and take it as we get out here.
Well, Tucker,
That's all I have. Thank you so much for
Yes, sir.
coming up here for the interview and just pitching a phenomenal game tonight, making our job easy tonight.
Thank you.
Tucker, you're a pleasure to watch.
Thank you.
Wish you luck in the season, and hopefully some more of these home games if we can get you back up here in the booth after you throw another 9 innings and win another ball game for us.
I mean, you
As
said
that is your 4th win, by the
You
way.
said
Tucker.
18 tomorrow, so we might be back up here. I'm not sure.
You better go get some rest. Get your run in tomorrow,
Thank you.
Tucker.
Good. Thank you,
and,
Tucker.
Get that arm ready for next weekend,
sir.
buddy. Thank you so much, Tucker.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Tucker. See you, Tucker. You want an autograph? Huh? Yeah. 'Cause we're going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. Look, you ain't going to tell them what this thing is. Okay, and I'm sorry hey, for the Momo people out there. I'm sorry, but hey, listen, we have Coach McDonald joining us now. Coach, heck of a ball game, buddy. I think they struck blood first in the 3rd inning. We came back, put 5 on the board. Tucker Smith, though, I can't say enough about him. As I mentioned earlier, I mean, he can't win it by himself. Your guys are hitting the ball well, and I hate to bring up what we did earlier in the week, but what a heck of a job to bounce back after we, took a pretty tough loss on the road to Middle Georgia, come in here in a conference game and put up 9 runs on the board against a Peach Belt team, and that's not easy to do.
Yeah, it's good to respond, and kind of our deal after what happened earlier this week was we talked about being committed 100% to what you were doing out here, and not 99% but 100%. And if you look at Tucker Smith, he's a guy, I have no question, that's 100% into this thing, and it kind of shows with him going out on the mound and what he does every week. So, and anytime he's out on the mound, we know we got a good chance to win. So it's always good to get the first one.
Coach, when you came out of the dugout on that question and that call at first base, we were up 9-1, and Ryan and I commented that's leading by example. It's easy to get complacent when you're up by 8 runs and things are going right, but you came out, you disagreed with the call, and I'm going to tell you, the whole attitude, you probably saw it, but we definitely up here, the whole attitude in the dugout changed when you were walking back because they knew that you had their back. And I was a little upset, too, that umpire, I walked, as we were walking in the park today, I walked in with those umpires, and I told them if they had a questionable call, to just look up here, Ryan, and I'll give them a second opinion. But they didn't. But you want to take us back to that play and what you saw from the dugout to bring you out.
And what the discussion was out there.
Yeah, I guess the first base guy initially called him out, said he had the bag, and then supposedly I didn't see it. Coach Lemos said they reversed it without ever beating. So then that's what I have a problem with is when no coach goes out to argue a call and then all of a sudden we reverse it when he originally had the call. And I want those guys to understand it doesn't matter the score. We're going to play hard all the time. And that's the motto that we have. It doesn't matter what it is. We're going to keep going. And I want those guys too. And I'll hold them accountable, and they can hold me accountable as well. And it's not that I come out here and try to get on umpires. I just want to do things the right way and have the high expectations that we have on both sides. So, but they'll be back out here tomorrow. They make mistakes, so and we'll go again.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm glad you're on top of every play, Josh. I mean, when I watch you coach and watch these guys play, I mean, it's just a lot to be said. And not only could we see what was going on in that dugout, we felt it up here, man. I mean, I got chill bumps with you out there 9-1. Trying not to make sure they're not cheating our players, and I appreciate that as a fan, and watching that's just something that a lot of coaches who or winners do. And so, making sure you take care of your players. Why don't you tell us a little bit who's going on the hill tomorrow, bud?
We'll have Sage Holderfield going first game tomorrow. Hopefully he can bounce back. I mean, he pitched all right last weekend, but can be better at times. So, like I tell these guys, if they'd watch a few of these guys in different roles, like for instance Tucker Smith, Jason Beta, those type guys, if everybody could take one or two things from those guys and put it to themselves, everybody will be able to be a little bit better when they come out there. So I feel pretty good about where we're at, and our goal is to get the first one. Now we're going to win the series, and then we go for the sweep after that. So, but right now our mindset's on the second game.
Well, one other thing I noticed in this game, even though we won 9-2, I noticed it goes back to the third inning. We get a leadoff walk with no outs. You call on Harold a bunt. He gets the bunt down. Josh, we did a lot of the small things to win a ball game here tonight. I mean, these guys were doing their job 100% of the time, the whole game.
Yeah, and that's back to the 100% committed as we talked about before the game. Whatever pitch that Coach Lamoth calls, be 100% committed to that location of that pitch. Whatever situations put on, be 100% committed to do that job, and be 100% committed to your teammates. And that's a big thing, because if you're not, then you're letting 36 other guys down if you're not. So as long as we can keep this and keep the momentum and the mindset, there's bright things ahead for this program.
It's obviously young men have bought into that. But I mean, that was very evident last Sunday when we played North Georgia, that they kept the intensity up, and even with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, down by 2, they didn't give up. They kept their foot on the gas, and we got a W because of it. And it's carried over tonight. And hopefully this momentum will carry us through the weekend.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for what you do.
Josh, thanks so much. And that'll wrap us up here at Hurricane Field. We encourage everybody to follow us on the live stats tomorrow. And if you want to tune in as well to watch a game and follow the live stats for baseball, Scott and I will be calling softball tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We hope all the alumni have a great experience tomorrow. We thank everybody for watching and listening. For Scott, and now you know what we look like, for Scott and Ryan here at GSW on the GSW campus. It's a great day to be a Hurricane, and we're signing off the Surge Sports Network.